Hey, New Mexico. My name is Nakayla, and I'm here to tell you some of the news that you might have missed this week. The Frijoles fire in the Pecos wilderness has grown to about 8,000 acres as hot, dry conditions continue to fuel the blaze. The fire was discovered August 4th, and heavy smoke has settled over communities like Chimayo and Espanola. For residents, the smoke has become the most immediate concern. The New Mexico Department of Health is advising people over 65, young children, pregnant women, and anyone with a lung or heart condition to stay indoors. As of Thursday, the fire was 1% contained and has not grown for the first time in 5 days. Did a recent National Guard deployment actually help reduce crime across the state? Analysts say crime metrics haven't really changed enough to establish a clear impact. A report from the Legislative Finance Committee found that the state spent $22.9 million to send hundreds of Guard members to Albuquerque and Espanola. Guard members are unarmed and have no law enforcement authority. Their job is to help with traffic control, among other support duties. But the governor's office disputes the report's conclusions. They said overdose deaths and emergency room visits in the Rio Arriba County have drastically fallen since the deployment began, and joint agencies have made thousands of arrests, seized firearms, and been able to recover stolen vehicles. Local law enforcement also defended the deployment, saying that Guard members free up police to do actual law enforcement work. Rio Arriba County currently has 48 members with no official end date. New Mexico is keeping its existing childhood vaccine recommendations despite a new Trump administration executive order calling for changes to the current federal vaccine schedule. The New Mexico Department of Health says nothing has changed in the state. Health officials continue to recommend the same schedule, including vaccines that will protect against diseases such as measles, hepatitis, and the flu. New Mexico will continue to give the combined measles, mumps, and rubella, or MMR vaccine, rather than splitting it into separate shots. Health officials say that the single MMR vaccine is safe and effective, and separate measles, mumps, and rubella vaccines aren't even available in the states yet. Officials are particularly urging families to keep children protected, as measles cases nationwide have reached their highest level in decades, and as flu season approaches. A bipartisan fight is developing inside of a legislative commission that's investigating Jeffrey Epstein's ties to New Mexico. Two Republican members accused the commission's Democratic chairwoman of removing the name of gubernatorial candidate Deb Haaland from the interim report. They say that the commission agreed to mention Haaland's 2014 flight on an airplane chartered by Epstein, but that reference was removed without their knowledge. Chairwoman Andrea Romero disputes that characterization, saying all members participated in developing the report and that the commission collectively decided not to identify people with only a slight connection to Epstein. Haaland's campaign acknowledges that the flight happened, but says she had no relationship with Epstein and did not know how the flight was chartered. The panel is supposed to issue a final report by the end of the year, but the dispute is raising questions about whether the commission can maintain a bipartisan process. Last but not least, if you've purchased any food from Albertsons containing jalapenos, you might want to double check. Recently, Albertsons pulled 59 store-made products, including pico de gallo, breakfast pizzas, quesadillas, and other items that include jalapenos, because of a salmonella contamination. The recall affects products with sell dates ranging from mid-July through mid-August. Salmonella can cause diarrhea, stomach cramps, nausea, and vomiting, and that can begin several days or hours after the exposure. Other major retailers, including Kroger's, Target, and Trader Joe's, have also pulled products containing jalapenos. That's your New Mexico news update. Be sure to follow the Albuquerque Journal to stay up to date with all the latest news. My name is Nakayla. Thank you for watching.